Okay, so you did really well on this, okay? The only thing that I wrote down is I fixed your spelling of favorite. You were really close. You said F-A-V-O-R-E-T-I-E. You were so close. You just switched a couple letters around, okay? So I just fixed it for you. And then I added an S for fairy tales because you just wrote fairy tale. Instead, so now your sentence is Snow White is one of my favorite fairy tales. That makes more sense, right? Yeah. Okay. I like it because it has a magic apple. I also like it because the prince, I added an N because you wrote P-R-I-C-E, price. You were really close. Prince falls in love. I also like it because the dwarves and Snow White are good characters, and I just fixed your spelling of characters. Okay, the only thing that I wrote on here, right here, is try not to start every sentence with the same thing. So you see how you started yours with I like it because, I also like it because, and I also like it because. Let's try and think of some other ways that we could start that sentence. So let's think for a second. And if you have any ideas, you can tell me. Your first sentence is fine. You could leave I like it because, and then you could say here, instead of I also like it, what's a different way you could say that?
And
you could say maybe like another reason. Okay, you could say another reason this fairy tale is my favorite is because, right? So instead of saying the same thing, I like it because, I like it because, I like it because, right? We could say something different. So there's not a lot of room to write that, but okay, we'll just think about it. Okay, so now it would read, I like it because it has a magic apple. Another reason this fairy tale is my favorite is because the prince falls in love with Snow White, right? And then and this will be your last one, right? So you could start it with, let's think of something.
another reason.
That would be the same thing as the second sentence, right? We could say maybe okay, so we could say another reason another reason this is my favorite fairy tale is because the prince falls in love. The last reason I like this fairy tale is because the dwarves and Snow White are good characters, right? And that would make your paragraph sound so much better, right? Because it wouldn't be starting with the same thing over and over again. Does that make sense? Okay, good job. You got 19 out of 20 points. That's so good. The only thing I took off for was for your spelling and your grammar, and I only had to fix a few things. You did really, really good.